Now, just want to try one thing. I'm trying. Hang on. She's quite patient once she gets there, though. Have you noticed that? Okay, now she's going to learn. I need to know if she likes cheese better or worse than hot dogs. If she likes that. Most dogs like hot dogs better, but not. Whitney was really not sure about those hot dogs. She said those were yummy, but
too salty.
Do you see how this got her attention a little bit more? You know, the secret of good training is not like how long you've been a trainer, how good your timing is, how much you've practiced. It's about, do you have the best treats? Okay? And
that brings up a question.
Yes.
I'm kind of scared to get a lot of hot dogs, especially the small big dogs.
Yes.
Cheese are more healthier.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Look, we are sometimes worried about, well, first, like sodium and salt and everything. But honest to God, the food usually you're feeding in the shelter is pretty god-awful, too.
Yeah.
And your dogs get diarrhea more from stress than I think they would ever get from your hot dogs and your cheese. And here's the thing. Hot dogs are very motivating to a dog. Once you get them working, once that you've got, like what Whitney now is working, right? Now she's working me. And if I want to stop her from sitting and looking at me wanting something, I have to put her away or take her for a walk. And once I've got that, I can go down a little bit in value so that I'm not using something so rich or salty. However, here's the secret. I tell people that I alternate between hot dogs and cheese, and I look at them and I go, because cheese is a binder. And they're really happy with that. They're like, oh. And there's no diarrhea, because it's a placebo effect. This binds them right up. Now, the other thing, some people have a problem. They don't want to use food because they think it's bribery, or they think the dog should do it because they say so. You know, it should be part of the relationship, and because, you know, they pay the bills and whatever. And all I'll tell you is this, I don't care how you train your own dog at home, and I don't care if you make him do things because he should do them for you, or whether you use food. But this dog is not your dog, and not going to be your dog. And if she is, just take her home, but stop training her in the shelter. This dog has to work for a complete stranger, and not only does she have to show her behaviors to get adopted, the training that I'm doing with her serves another purpose that is just as important, and that is to help her from going kennel crazy. I can tell you that my guess is that she leaps up and down vertically in the air, over and over and over again when she's frustrated or bored or overstimulated. And that's a neurotic behavior. That is how she tries to cope with this frustrating and very difficult, arousing, stressful situation, which is known as a kennel. And it's not Warren County. It's my shelter. It's your shelter. It's anyone's kennel. Oh, very good. It's anyone's kennel. It's very stressful for a dog. And once they come in, we are in a race against time. Good girl. We're in a race against time. And we're trying to get them adopted before their behaviors deteriorate to the point where it's cruelty to animals. And therefore, I want to use this method because this method is the one that is, first of all, safest for me to use and all my volunteers. It's not like I got to force her into a down or do anything like that. She'll enjoy it the most. She might as well work for her calories. And the other reason is it allows her to think, and it sets up this unit of thought of here, you just followed the food shamelessly. You weren't learning anything. I was just moving you into different positions and feeding you. And then I stopped, and I wouldn't feed you, and I showed you the whole thing, and I frustrated you. And you looked at me, and you were really frustrated. And you know what frustration feels like, because that's what you feel in the kennel, unrelenting every day. Frustration, frustration, frustration. But this time, she called forth all the pieces to solve this puzzle, and she sits. And what does she feel? I think she feels relief, and I think it's that unit, the unit of learning, that helps them deal with the kennels one more day without going nuts, without deteriorating to the point where you can't get them back. Studies show that the brain rewires, so every time she jumps up and down, or spins, or rebounds off the wall, studies show that that brain rewires a new pathway for that behavior, and that is not only a cruelty to animals, but it will not make them a good pet. And so we have to fight that. And so I use food, and I think you should too. And I use it in my own dogs. And you know what? I think I'm a good leader. with or without food. I think they respect me, they love me, I love them. And, all right, so cute as a bug, little perfect, little quiet, attentive Whitney.